This is the 2012 Nancy Astoria-Ditmars Boulevard to Coney Island-Stillwell Avenue radio check.
Oh, Nancy Ditmars to Stillwell. Radio checks loud and clear.
Copy.
Twenty 12 Nancy departed Astoria Ditmars when ready. Next callbacks Queensboro Plaza.
Copy, Queensboro.
Let's go at 9, 2000 Nancy.
Exit to 59th at 2000 Nancy. That is a copy. Next callback will be Times Square 42nd.
Copy 42nd.
Delta Tremont.
Delta at Tremont. That is Powers of the local line. Next callback 121 Yankee Stadium.
Cap 161.
Take Romeo Death Knights.
Recognize Roosevelt for the 2006 Romeo that is cocked, push for 60th Street line, next callback, Queens Plaza.
Queens Plaza.
2000 Nancy's callback was 42nd, right? Or was it 57?
700 Nancy, Times Square, 42nd.
Okay, thank you. Copy. We're at 2000 Nancy.
Excuse me.
100 Nancy, Times Square, 42nd. That is a cop with the local line. Next callback, 14th Street, Union Square.
14th Union.
2005 Delta 161.
On 61st, 205 Delta, that is copy. Next callback, 145.
Copy 145.
This is the 2012
20
Nancy
on 5 Delta
Queensboro.
145.
2012 Nancy Queensboro, that is a copy. Next callback, Lex 59.
Copy for Lex.
2005 Delta 145, copy for CPW Express Liner. Next callback, 125.
Copy 125.
Nancy.
300 Nancy Union Square, that is a copy. Next callback, Canal of the Level.
Now,
Queens Plaza. 06 Romeo, Queens Plaza.
06 Romeo, Queens Plaza, that's a copy. One holding there for 45 seconds for spacing. Push your 60th Street alignment.
10-4.
This is the 2005 Delta 125.
05 Delta 125, that is a copy. Next callback, 59th Street, Columbus Circle.
559.
This is the 2025 Nancy from Astoria-Ditmars Boulevard to Coney on Stowell Avenue, calling for rear check.
125 Nancy, Astoria-Ditmars, Coney Island, Stillwell, radio checks loud and clear. Fire Astoria-Ditmars been ready. Next callback, Queensboro Plaza.
Copy that.
The 2012 Nancy is at Lex 59th.
12 Nancy, Lex 59, that is a copy. Next callback, 57th Street, 7th Avenue.
57 and 7.
2006 Romeo, holding at Queens Plaza, may close down. Next callback, Lex 59.
Like 59.
Good evening, Row Control. This is the 2031 Quebec from 96th Street Stillwell, 96th Street to Stillwell, calling in for radio check and requesting permission to leave the relay. 31 Quincy, 96th Street, 2nd Avenue, Coney Island, Stillwell, radio checks loud and clear. Depart the layout of no heel doors open at 96. 10-4.
That was not supposed to happen. Button too sensitive.
Quebec, doors open 96. 31 Quincy, doors open 96. That is a copy. Still 2.5 minutes before you can depart. I'll let you know you can head out. 10.
Which one's Nancy? 57th Street, 7th Avenue.
Nancy
Nancy
now.
Midtown. Nancy Midtown. That is a copy. For local line, next call back Times Square 42nd.
Happy Town Square.
100 Nancy at Canal. That is a copy. Push for Whitehall line. For your next callback's Whitehall.
06 Romeo, Lex 59.
06 Romeo Lex 59. That is a copy. Next call back 57th Street, 7th Avenue.
Midtown.
$20.05 Delta, 59th Street.
05 Delta Columbus Circle. That is a copy. Push for 6th Avenue line. Next call back 42nd Street, Bryant Park.
Copy 42nd.
Alright, 2031 Quincy is ready to depart 96th Street. 31 Quincy has a copy. You can depart 96. Next call back Lexington 63rd. 10-4 Lex 63rd closing.
Who's over Nancy? Times Square, 42nd.
Nancy Times Square is a copy. Push for local line. Next call back 14th Street, Union Square.
Copy Union.
Romeo, Midtown, 57th Street.
06 Romeo, Midtown to copy. Next callback, Times Square, 42nd.
Times Square.
Going 25 Nancy's at Queensboro Plaza.
25 Nancy, Queensboro, that is a copy. Next callback, Lex 59.
Copy.
Delta 42nd Street, Bryant Park.
25 Delta, 42nd, that is a copy. Push your express line. Next callback, West 4th.
Copy, West 4.
Whitehall Street, 2000 Nancy.
300 Nancy, Whitehall, that is a copy. Next callback, Court.
Court, I mean.
Oh, 06 Romeo, Times Square, Fishbowl, Glen
06 Romeo, Times Square, that is a copy. Next callback, 14th Street, Union Square.
Union Square.
$20.31 Quincy's at Lex 63rd. Lexington 63rd for the 2031 Quincy, that is a copy. Next callback, Times Square, 42nd. Time 4, Times Square, closing there.
X59 for the 2025 Nancy.
Lexington 59 for the 2025 Nancy, that is a copy. Next callback, Times Square, 42nd.
Copy.
$20.12 Nancy, 14th Street, Union Square.
12 Nancy Union Square is a copy. Next call back, Canal upper level.
Copy, canal on the upper level.
Street Coney after Nancy.
Under Nancy Court, that is a copy. Next call back, DeKalb Avenue.
Decal.
$20.05 Delta West 4th.
Delta West 4th, that is a copy. Next call back, Grand Street.
Copy, Grand.
Oh, 6 remember Union Square.
And 2031 Quincy at Times Square. 31 Quincy, Times Square, 42nd, that is a copy. Push for Express Line. Next call back, 14th Street, Union Square.
10-4 Union closing.
2006 Romeo, Union Square is the copy. Next call back, Canal upper level.
Canal.
DeKalb Avenue, 2000 Nancy.
100 Nancy D-call, that is a copy. Push for 4th Avenue line. If your next call back is Pacific.
Atlantic.
$20.05 Delta Grand Street.
05 Delta Grand Street, that is a copy. Push for Bravo line. Your next call back, D-call interlocking X154.
Copy 154.
12 Nancy Canal.
12 Nancy Canal, that is a copy for Whitehall line. Next call back, Whitehall.
Copy, Whitehall Street.
2025 Nancy at Times Square, 46th Street.
25 Nancy Times Square, that is a copy push for local line. Next call back 14th Street, Union Square.
Copy that.
Atlantic Street, 2000 Nancy.
300 Nancy, Atlantic Avenue Pacific, that is a copy. Next call back 25th Street.
25th.
.2031 Quincy is at 14th Street, Union Square. .31 Quincy, Union Square, that is a copy. Next call back is Homeball X156 outside of Prince Street. 10-4 at Homeball X156.
Oh, 06 Roman Canal.
For level for the 2006 Romeo, that is a copy for Whitehall line. For next callback is Whitehall.
Well,
131 Quincy, you can disregard the 156 Homeball callback. You're clear canal upper level. Once again, 31 Quincy, you can disregard the home ball callback. You're clear canal upper level. That's your new callback. 10-4 canal upper level. My apologies.
I-154, the 2005 Delta.
5 Delta X154, that is a copy. You have DCall line up. Your next callback will be DCall Avenue.
Copy me, God.
.2031 Quincy is calling back at Canal upper level. 2031 Quincy Canal for level, that is a copy push for Whitehall line up here. Next callback is Cortland. 10-4 Cortland, closing down.
Fourteenth Street Union Square for the 2025 Nancy.
25 Nancy Union Square is a copy. Next callback Canal for level.
Copy that.
12 Nancy Whitehall Street, South Ferry.
12 Nancy Whitehall is a copy. Next callback Court.
Up the court.
Street for the 2000 Nancy.
100 Nancy at 25th, that is a copy. Be advised, you're entering the general order area. They have a 10-mile-per-hour speed restriction to 36th Street. Your next callback is 36th Street.
Copy 36th Street, 10 miles till 36.
06 Romeo, Whitehall.
Whitehall for the 26th Romeo, that is a copy. You can hold you for a minute for spacing. There's a train from you in the tubes.
10-4.
This is the 2005 Delta. You got a
5 Delta decal, that is a copy. Push forward, 4th Avenue line. Next callback Pacific.
copy Pacific.
2031 Quincy is at Cortlandt Street. 31 Quincy Cortland, that is a copy. Next callback Whitehall. 10-4 Whitehall, closing now.
So 12 Nancy Court Street.
12 Nancy Court, that is a copy. Next callback DeKalb Avenue.
Top of the call.
26 Romeo holding at Whitehall. I may proceed out. Next callback Court.
Court.
Calling back at Canal Street upper level for the 2025 Nancy.
25 Nancy Canal Upper, that is a copy. Next callback is Cortland. Put your Whitehall lineup.
Copy.
2005 Delta Pacific Street.
5 Delta Pacific, that is a copy. Next callback, 25th Street.
Copy 25.
36th Street, 2000 Nancy.
100 Nancy 36, that is a copy. We resume normal speed for 4th Avenue line. Next callback, 59th Street.
Copy 59.
2031 Quincy is at Whitehall Street. 31 Quincy Whitehall is a copy. Going to hold you there for 30 seconds for spacing. 10-4.
Oh, 6 Romeo, Court Street.
06 Romeo Court, that is the copy. Next callback is DeKalb Avenue.
Decop.
12 minutes to the call.
Nancy DeKalb, that is a cop for 4th Avenue line. Next callback, Pacific Street.
Copy Pacific.
31 Quincy holding on Whitehall. You may proceed to court. 10-4 court, closing now.
Portland Street for the 2025 Nancy.
25 Nancy Cortland, that is a copy. Next callback, Whitehall.
Copy.
$12 Nancy for Pacific.
12 Nancy Pacific, that is a copy. Next callback is 25th Street.
25th.
Oh, 6 Romeo, Decop, pushing for going up.
06 Romeo DeKalb is a copy for 4th Avenue line. Next callback, Pacific.
Pacific.
2031 Quincy, Court Street. Court Street for 31 Quincy, that is a copy. Next callback, DeKalb Avenue. 10-4 DeKalb, closing out.
$125 Nancy's at Whitehall Street.
5 Nancy Whitehall, that is a copy. Next callback, Court.
Got it.
59th Street, 2000 Nancy.
300 Nancy 59th Street, that is a copy. Push for Sea Beach lineup. Next callback, New Utrecht Avenue.
New Utrecht.
2005 Delta, 25th Street.
5 Delta 25th, that is a cop. Be advised you're entering a general order area. You have a 10-mile-per-hour speed restriction to 36th Street. Your next callback is 36th Street.
Not 36th Street.
Oh, 6 Romeo, Atlantic Avenue, Pacific Street.
Oh 06 Romeo Pacific, that is a copy. Next callback, Prospect Avenue.
Prospect.
$2031 Quincy's DeKalb Avenue. 31 Quincy DeKalb, that is a copy. Push for Brighton line of next callback's your next stop, Atlantic Avenue. 10-4, closing down.
$125 Nancy's at Court Street, Broadway.
Street for the 2025 Nancy, that is the copy. Your next callback is DeKalb Avenue.
Copy.
$2005 Delta, 36th Street.
5 Delta 36, that is a copy. Resume normal speed. Push for West End line up. Next callback to your next stop, 9th Avenue.
Copy 9th Avenue.
2031 Quincy, calling back at Atlantic. 2031 Quincy, Atlantic Avenue, that is a copy. Next callback to Prospect Park. 10-4 Prospect, closing down.
DeKalb Avenue for the 2025 Nancy.
$25 Nancy DeKalb, that is a cop. Push for 4th Avenue line. Next callback, Pacific Street.
Copy.
Nancy, 25th Street.
Nancy 25th, that is a copy. Be advised, you are entering a general order area. Have 10-mile-per-hour speed restrictions at 36th Street. Next callback is 36th Street.
Copy, 10 miles per hour, 236th Street, 36th Street, and that callback.
New Utrecht Avenue, 2000 Nancy.
300 Nancy, New Utrecht, that is a copy. Next callback, Kings Highway. 2006 Romeo, you can disregard the callback of Prospect Avenue. Your new callback is 25th Street.
25th Street.
.25 Nancy's Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Center, Pacific.
2005 Delta 9th Avenue.
05 Delta 9th Avenue, that is a copy. Next callback, 62nd Street.
Copy.
2025 Nancy at Pacific. Next callback is Prospect Avenue.
Copy.
Oh, 06 Romeo, 25th Street.
The 2006 Romeo at 25th, that is a copy. You can hold there. There's a train in front of you, the general order area heading to 36.
That's what.
.2031 Quincy, Prospect Park. 31 Quincy, Prospect Park, that is a copy. For Brighton, local line. Next callback is Church Avenue. 10-4 Church, closing on.
12 Nancy 36.
12 Nancy 36, that is a copy. May resume normal speed for 4th Avenue line. Next callback, 59th Street.
Copy 5-9.
2006 Romeo holding at 25th. You may close down. Be advised you're entering a general order area. You have a 10 mile per hour speed restriction. 236th Street. Next callback, 36.
36, 10 miles.
2025 Nancy, your new callback is 25th Street. Once again, 2025 Nancy, you can disregard the callback to Prospect Avenue, your new callback is 25th Street.
Copy.
Nancy Kings Highway.
Under Nancy Kings Highway, that is a copy. Next callback, 86th Street.
86th Street.
$20.31 Quincy is at Church Avenue. 31 Quincy Church Avenue, that is a copy. Next callback, Newkirk Plaza. 10-4 Newkirk, closing in.
Oh, 05 Delta, 62nd Street.
05 Delta, 62nd, that is a copy. Next callback, Bay Parkway.
Copy, Bay Parkway.
06 Romeo 36, Mr. Philip.
06 Romeo 36, that is a copy. Next callback, 59th Street.
9th Street.
Also, 06 Romeo, you have permission to resume normal speed.
10-4 normal speed.
Fifth Street for the 2025 Nancy.
2012 59th.
2012 Nancy 59th, that is a copy. Push your Sea Beach line up your next callback to New Utrecht Avenue.
New Utrecht.
2025 Nancy 25th, that is a copy. Be advised you're entering a general order area. You have a 10 mile per hour speed restriction to 36th Street. Next callback is 36th Street.
Copy that.
Street, 2000 Nancy.
There's an 86 for the 2000 Nancy, that is a copy. Next callback to next to last stop, Coney Island-Stillwell.
Coney Island.
2031 Quincy, Newkirk Plaza. 31 Quincy, Newkirk, that is a copy. Next call back, Kings Highway. 10-4 Kings Highway, closing it.
Oh 06 Romeo 59, put your Bears line up.
6 Romeo, that's Cocker, 59th Street. Next call back to your last stop, Bears 95th.
95th.
36th Street, 4th Avenue for the 2025 Nancy.
2025 Nancy, 36, that is a copy. Push for 4th Avenue lineup, resume normal speed. Next call back 59th Street.
Copy.
$20.05 Delta Bay Parkway.
5 Delta Bay Parkway, that is a copy. Next call back, Bay 50th.
Copy Bay 50th.
Coney Island, 29. 2000 Nancy, Coney Island.
300 Nancy, Coney Island-Stillwell, that is a copy. You can discharge your passengers. Terminate your train. Thanks for your service. Have a good night.
It's only 25 Nancy. Was my callback 53rd Street?
25 Nancy, full lineup to 59th Street.
Oh, okay, copy.
The 2012 Nancy has departed near Utrecht Avenue.
12 Nancy, that's a copy. That's a strike. Next callback, Kings Highway.
Copy Kings Highway. I do also want to mention that I have a red signal outside of 18th.
Scott 12 Nancy, what's the reading signal ahead of it?
Signal ahead is also red, but that's outside of the other end of the station.
All right, 12 Nancy, that's a copy. Proceed at 25 miles per hour.
Okay.
You pass the signal. 2031 Quincy is at Kings Highway. 31 Quincy, Kings Highway, that is a copy. Next callback, Brighton Beach. Down for Brighton, closing now.
2025 Nancy's at 59th Street, 4th Avenue.
25 Nancy, 59th, that is a copy. Push your Sea Beach line. Next callback, New Utrecht Avenue.
05 Delta Bay, 50th Street.
5 Delta Bay 50th, that is a copy. Next callback to your next and last stop, Coney, Island-Stillwell.
Copy Stillwell.
Nancy, full stop 18.
12 Nancy, 18th is a copy. Next callback is Kings Highway.
Copy Kings
Once again, be
Highway.
advised, if you encounter any more reds, you have permission to bypass.
Copy.
06 Romeo, last on 95th, track 2.
06 Romeo Beard 95th, that is a copy. You can discharge your passengers, terminate your train. Thanks for your service. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Oh five Delta is at Coney Island-Stillwell.
25 Delta Coney Island-Stillwell, that is a copy. You can discharge your passengers, terminate your train. Thanks for your service. Have a good night.
Copy.
New Utrecht Avenue for the 2025 Nancy.
25 Nancy, New Utrecht, that is a copy. Next callback will be 20th Avenue.
Copy.
Not forget this time. 25 Nancy, Kings Highway.
And 2031 Brighton Beach. 12 Nancy, Kings Highway, that is a copy. Next callback 86th Street.
Copy Gravesend.
31 Quincy, Brighton Beach. Next callback's your last stop, Coney, Island-Stillwell. 10-4 closing. On 25 Nancy, you can disregard the callback of 20th Avenue. Clear to Kings Highway.
Copy.
By 12 Nancy, Gravesend 86.
Six for the 12 Nancy, that is a copy. Next callback's your next and last stop, Coney Island-Stillwell.
Copy Stillwell.
Kings Highway for the 2025 Nancy.
35 Nancy Kings Highway, that is a copy. Next call back 86.
Copy.
2031 Quincy is calling back at our last stop at Coney, Island-Stillwell. Coney, Island-Stillwell for the 2031 Quincy, that is a copy. You can discharge your passengers, terminate your train. Thanks for your service. Have a good night. You too.
Grace 86th Street for the 2025 Nancy.
35 Nancy 86, that's a copy. Next callback's our next and last stop, Coney, Island-Stillwell.
Copy.
Nancy, Coney, Island-Stillwell Avenue.
Coney, Island-Stillwell for the 12 Nancy, that is a copy. You can discharge your passengers, terminate your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.